Hello. What is up, guys? My name is Riley Whisler. If you don't know me, which you probably don't, I make music. You can find some of my music on Spotify or Apple Music, wherever. I've been making music for almost 10 years now. One thing I've never done, I'm starting to make YouTube videos because it's pretty fun, but one thing I've never done is shown the process of how I make music. I have been making music by myself pretty much for the entirety of my music career, in small spaces like this. And I think it just goes to show it might not be perfect, but anybody can make music. You don't have to have a ton of money to spend at a recording studio or wherever. But yeah, I mean, music is something that's been a part of my life for a long time. I'm really excited. I have not prepared anything, so we're going to jump into it. And we're just going to see what happens, just making a song. But it's gonna be really fun, and we'll do it together. You'll see my screen as I'm working, and hopefully you all enjoy this content. I'm gonna be making, let me try that one more time. I'm going to be making more of it, and if you like this specific type of video, give it a like or a comment. Let me know in the comments. Also let me know if you want me to cover any songs as well. I've been doing some of that on the channel. So I've really enjoyed starting with this program called Splice, which is really great. I'm not advertising for them, though I would if they paid me. But it's a great place to find some samples and some loops to help get things started. And so one of the things that I'd like to start with, I'm in caps lock, is a shaker. And let me boot up a Logic file here too. I use Logic Pro. It's great. I think like a lot of people, I started on GarageBand, and it was just so intuitive that I've just really learned to make it work with Logic. It's very similar, but you get a lot more out of Logic than GarageBand. It's a little bit more complex, I guess you could say. But the nice thing about Splice is you can get it right into the workstation. And so what I'd like to do is usually start with a shaker. Let's go a little bit down on the BPM. The type of music I make, I don't know, I feel like music is so all over the place these days. Like if somebody asks what kind of music do you listen to, I feel like most people would say they just listen to music because a lot of things are borrowing from a lot of things. But if I was to say, I would say it's probably more on like the folkier rock side of things. Let's get a metronome and just see how this sounds. I kind of like this one. So what I'll do, I'll copy it, and this will just kind of be the base of the song here. So where do I go from here? Usually when I'm writing the song from scratch, if I don't already have words and I just want to go with instruments, I could go a number of places. I've got a piano down here. I can mess around with that. In fact, let me turn that on. All right, now you can see me. You can hear the whirly going. Alright, so we know we're going to do this one part, I think. So what we can do, we can either record that straight from coming out of the amp, or we can plug it into my interface, which then goes into the laptop for recording it that way. So why don't we try plugging it into the interface. You can't hear anything from the piano. It's in the interface. And let me pull it up on the screen. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in as an audio track, input 2. Oh yeah, a little cleaner signal as you hear. So it'd sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. gonna do, we'll take, first we're gonna get coffee. Shout out to Virginia, my home state. Not the state I'm currently in, but my home state. So we'll get 1 E. So we need to record that. So what we'll do, as you see on the screen, we're gonna take another loop, but we'll do a little count in. So it'll be, let's just see how it goes. Looping is snapping. Snapping it to the absolute value. Yeah. And then we'll just take this for now. We can always do another chorus take. Boom. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. I messed up. This is the beauty of recording. You get to try it again. Here we go. 3, 4. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. When we throw some bass on this dough, so I like to record my acoustic guitars with a real mic and not direct input into the interface. I think it gives it a little more texture, and so I like using, if I can get it freaking set up, the SM57 mic. It's if you don't know now, you know. It's really one of the most popular mics in the world. It's like you can get them for $50 used. Don't hate that. Just good all around mic. I have a AKG P220 condenser that I use. Nothing fancy. That's for a lot of like vocal stuff. Heck, you could even use this for vocals. Apparently, Bon Iver's, I think it was For Emma Forever Ago or whatever that album is called, is like legendary one with Skinny Love and stuff. I heard the whole thing is recorded on one of these, everything. Fact check me though. I could be wrong. Okay, not bad, not bad. Anyways, yeah. So, we got a nice little rhythm here. Shaker comes in. So what it's time for now is we'll add some bass guitar. So I have my trusty old Squier Jaguar bass. Gets the job done. I like to pick sounds first, sometimes with the bass, and just kind of see how it sounds. Sometimes I do a clean signal, but let's tune real quick. Sounds pretty decent. Let's just mess around with it. This thing is screaming for some low end. Okay, I like that in the verses. So we've got a lot of the bass, and I really like how it sounds. I'll show you here. So we've got this kind of underneath, and then when we get to the verse, yeah, I like that. Alright, so we're gonna record a little bit here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're gonna do electric guitars, which is sometimes the fun part, most of the time the fun part, but occasionally it can sometimes get in the way, I feel like, of the song. Guitar's my main instrument, I would say. Been playing that for the longest. I mean, technically piano a little longer, but it's a long story. Thank you to my friend Sam, by the way, for letting me borrow this awesome Mexican Strat. I really enjoy it. So, sometimes with the guitar, you gotta find the right sounds. And I'm thinking like there's maybe a couple guitars in this song. There's some that I have saved, and there's one that I really like. That's a great noise. Anyways, that might not be the right one for this, but a version of it might. Kind of nice. That's kind of nice, but maybe a little bit less. 2, 3. Kind of thing. So I'm gonna toss that in with the rest of the stuff, and then we'll see how far we get. Let's try it. Boom. So I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. Before writing any words, let me know in the comments if you want me to keep going with the song. I can then write words and record the vocals. But I thought I thought that it would make sense just to show the process of making the instrumental. And then I'll play what we've got from today. Really excited with how things sound. The guitar definitely rounded out the sound of the song. I really like the bass as well. This is all pre-mixing, so there's definitely some more stuff that you could do, but we got the takes, and here's what it sounds like.